So here we can see one hub virtual network is created and other spoke 1 and spoke 2 is already created. So if you want to create a virtual network in your subscription, what you have to do, you have to just click on the create button, and then you will be getting a pop-up window to fill the forms and the required parameters to create a virtual network by the Azure. So you have to just select subscription resource group and give any name just like an hub, and select a region where you want to deploy your resources, and you want to deploy your virtual networks. Then move to the next section, and since we do not need to configure any such devices and the resources on cloud, we can just move ahead move ahead and select the address space. This is one of the important thing that we have to take care of during the creation of the virtual network. We must know that these address spaces should not conflict with other virtual network that we need to peer or to communicate with other destination vnet. So by default, Azure gives you a 10.0.0.0/16 address spaces, and one subnet will automatically be created under that space. If you want to change the address space, what you have to do, you have to first delete the address subnet, and then later on you can change the address space that you want to create, and you have to create one as subnet. By default, Azure creates /24 prefix size of the subnet. If you want to change, increase or reduce, you can do it manually, but for now we don't need to do anything. We can just review and create. Once you click on review and create, it will first validate all the parameters that are mandatory to create a virtual network. If you have filled up properly and there is no any problem, it will give you as option as validation complete, and now you can click on the create. Once you click on the create, your virtual network will be created here, like I already have created. So once you create a virtual network, we need to peer other virtual networks like I have to do. So we have to just create three virtual networks as you have, and spoke one and spoke two, like I have already have done here. So to create a pairing between that, what pairing between vnets, we have to just go to the overview page of the virtual network. At the bottom of in the left span, we have an option called pairings. There we can go and click on add, and just give a pairing link name from the source pairing where you have clicked, where you have started this operation. You need to just give hub to spoke, and then allow communication from for this hub virtual networks, allow communication for the hubs, for the gateway in hub to forward and all forward the traffic to the virtual network. So let's we don't talk about this gateway one because we are going to cover in another video for same. So if since once you select give this permission to the source virtual network, we can move ahead and configure another pairing that I told you, like one configuration will require two pairing operations. This pairing operation will be performed from the spoke one towards the hub. So the spoke will be remote for us, so we can create spoke to hub. Like this we can create, and you can I know my resource id, or if you do not know resource id, what you have to do, you have to just select your subscription and your destination virtual network that you want to use to configure to establish a comparing between these between the uh, vnets. So once you do it, you also have to give the permission to the remote virtual networks to create a peering between. So once you create, let's focus on this. We do not need to select these bottom gateways, remote gateway and gateway option, because this is something where we will be covering another video. But to establish communication between two source and destination vnets or hub and spoke vnet, we need to just select these two options to allow or not allow particular traffic. So like I already have created two pairings for spoke 1 and spoke 2, that is in the in France region. So this one will be a group normal vnet pairing, and the second one will be a global vnet global pairing. So like I already have created two pairings between hub and spoke for the topology that we had discussed here. This is topology that I have created here. So these two pairing has already been established between the vnets, and now we have to look forward for the resources that would be deployed in this vnet.